Good morning. Today I'm going to do something a little bit different to start the day off with. I'm going to do some drawing. This is mainly to explain the method to my madness in what I'm trying to achieve with this garage and its roof. So for both of us actually, is for me to visualize what I'm thinking, what's up in here on a piece of paper, well, piece of wood, just to make sure that we're getting all of the levels, we're getting the right thicknesses. So we're going to do some drawing to begin with. Okie dokie. Let's find the pitch. Well, the rough pitch. Right, so this is the top of our rafters. I'm going to be using 120 by 45 timbers for my rafters. That gives me a nice depth past my gable. So that's the top of the wood, that's the bottom of the wood. So that means that I can sandwich this gable with two pieces of timber on this face and on that face, secured onto the purlins and the ridge, so that that's securing this gable. And this, what I've drawn here, is going to be my concrete beam. That's going to be going from gable all the way to the front of the garage to make up the height difference that we've taken out with the loose brickwork, well, loose stonework that was here. I already had in my head that I wanted to double plate this, so we're going to roughly see where. Rule of thumb is not to chew up more than a third of the timber of the rafter, creating the bird's mouth. So I think we're going to be okay there as well. I'm happy with how this has come out actually, because this is what's been in my head, and for me to make sure that it's all cushy is to draw it out. It's always the safest bet for both of us actually to see what I'm trying to achieve here. In this section here, this is the concrete beam that we're going to pour. I'm going to build some shuttering now. Now that this actually seems to be okay and I'm happy how it's turned out, we're going to make some shuttering. I'm going to be putting some timber going all the way down from the gable to the other end. I'm going to pour the concrete at this height, let that go off, and once that's gone off, I'm going to double plate this concrete beam that I've poured so that I can get my height to notch out for my bird's mouth, which should never exceed a third of the thickness of the timber, and we're safe with that. And this is going to give me a nice sandwich between the gable. So a piece of timber here, flush, and on the other side, flush, not notched and hooked onto the ridge and the purlin. So that's going to stabilize the gable. And then we'll continue the rafters all the way down. Yeah, cool. Let's get building.
Well, how can you not enjoy yourself when the sun's out? It's been a while.
Oh, Boo Boo. So beautiful she is. Hello, hello. Hello. As you order, sir, coffee and Mike.
And Mike?
And Mike. People cannot hear you otherwise.
Who's Mike?
Who's Mike? Whee! There you are.
Hi, Mike.
Hi, Mike.
Meet Matt.
There you are. How are you doing, my baby?
Not good.
Oh, why? What?
Sort of up against it a little bit.
Oh, why? Why? What happened? I don't understand.
No, it's going fine.
Yeah.
But it's just the day is disappearing, and we have to have this ready for tomorrow.
And the other side is not done.
This side's not even half done.
Well, should I take the coffee away from you?
I'd like to see you try.
Molly can help you. Molly, are you helping Daddy?
Good news, we've got one side of the shuttering done. We've got a couple of chocks cut down to 200 as the spacer between the other side of the shuttering. So that's what we're going to get done now. It's taking way longer than I thought it was. So yeah, up against it a little bit because tomorrow we've got the film crew for the English TV coming again, and they're wanting to film us pouring the concrete. So it's up against it, really. Okay, yeah, let's build the other side. One thing that I think that you can notice on the screen is the considerable gap between the shuttering and the brickwork. Like I said, we're up against it, so I don't have time to do the fine scribing against the stonework. So instead what I'm going to do is I'm going to expanding foam that gap, which isn't going to be a problem because once the concrete's set and we can take the shuttering off, I can just scrape the foam off the stonework. It's not going to adhere to it and leave a mess. It won't. I've been in that situation before. So we're going to foam the gap, and then on the inside of where the shuttering is going to be, I'm going to cut it so that it's flush, so it's a straight angle up stand. It's not going to look pretty, but it's definitely going to do the job. And my God, that is an ominous looking cloud coming above us. Awesome.
From the cozy room, because outside is awful, I wanted to chat with you about the project I have in mind. And it's because of your comments a while ago when we were showing inside the farmhouse and you saw this lovely kitchen dresser. Many of you say that I should upcycle it. And I thought it was a fabulous idea. Amaury is not totally convinced about it, but I think once that the restoration of this furniture is done, maybe I will change his mind. A couple of years ago, when Amaury and I were renting nearby, he brought all his furniture from the UK, and there was this set of chest drawers and bedside tables with a very ugly grey. So I decided that we could use them, but I needed to change the color of them. I really wanted to give them a fresh look. So I changed the fit of the dresser, I painted in a beautiful dark blue, and I changed as well the knobs. But before we start this new project, let me tell you about Wild, who is kindly sponsoring today's video with this ad. Wild just launched their new Midnight Bloom case. It's beautiful, with the black rose and velvet scent. Midnight Bloom adds a touch of sophistication and style to your daily routine, which is what I need more than ever to inspire me for this project. The scent of black rose, sandalwood and a touch of velvet notes. It's incredible, irresistible. I use the stick deodorant for every day. Aluminium free, 98% natural origin ingredients, 24-hour protection, but you also have the roll-on when you need extra coverage, up to 72 hours sweat control, dries fast and doesn't leave white marks, and a body wash as well. Everything is refillable and each refill saves plastic, which I love mostly now that I'm trying to not throwing away something and give it another life, right? This happens with Wild. A tree is planted every time we do a purchase, and they are 100% vegan, cruelty-free formulas, no parabens, no harsh chemicals. Wild has global deliveries with the refills as well delivered to your door, and you can pause, cancel or switch scents anytime. And refilling the case is super simple. You just twist, click like that, and then pum, 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 put that there, put that there. Start enjoying this scent. It is really my favorite so far. You can use our code 20Richmond for a 20% off, but hurry because it's a limited time only. And now we're going together to the farmhouse so we can see the piece of furniture I'm talking about. And inside the farmhouse, this is the piece of resistance. Let's see how it looks with the light. Let's open the windows. This piece of furniture was already in the house when we bought it, and we don't really know its full story. It might have belonged to the previous owners, or it could be older in the farmhouse. What is certain is that it was never meant to be a precious thing. It is a practical kitchen cabinet, probably from the mid-20th century, made to store food and small objects and to be repainted whenever needed. Just a solid, functional piece that did its job for decades. Time has left its mark on it, layers of paint, stickers, imperfections that speaks of use rather than neglect. The restoration will start with a deep cleaning to remove years of residue, and step by step the cabinet will be transformed. The goal is for it to feel at home in the house once more, useful and beautiful in a quiet way, earning its place through function and presence rather than perfection. With a bit of patience and hopefully a good final result, this humble piece will move from forgotten storage to something meaningful again. A reminder that restoration doesn't always mean going back in time, but sometimes simply giving space, care, and purpose to what is already there.
Or you never know, this could be super duper level. Oh wow, that's set in. Is there anything electric there? No, good. So these ones, I'm going to be screwing on top of here and they're staying there. But these ones that are going underneath, they're not going to stay in there. I'm just using them to tighten the underside of the shuttering when I put some metal strapping inside. Really upset because this is Ilbrook as well, the make. This stuff is a brilliant make.
Oh la la, it's all done. That part is all done. Just missing that part there and probably the other side, to be honest. What do you see? Yeah, there's nothing there. Well, we are for the ups and the downs, remember?
Yeah, this is really annoying.
This is really down.
Yeah, this foam seems to have gone off, even though it's still within date. 10th of the 12th, 2026.
Yeah.
But this should just come out like a...
Yeah.
Oh. The last thing I want is for cement water to be piddling through all of the gaps.
Yeah.
And then staining the lovely stonework. Plus, once this is all done and I take the shuttering off, I could just scrape off this foam and it won't leave a mark, stain, anything. Right, with one side done. I think I've got some other foam in the workshop.
Yeah.
That doesn't require this nozzle.
Yes.
So I think I might just quickly run back and go and get it. I
Okay.
thought it was my old nozzle. I've had that one for donkey's years. But no.
There you are. We are still at it.
Pardon?
We are still at it.
Yeah, we are. All fun and games. Oh, gosh.
What?
Big gaps here.
Big gap there.
Yeah, I'm going to have to go back to the house.
Okay.
I've got to.
Okay, Amaury is back. I was waiting here in the van because I closed everything already to go. Let's see if we can finish this.
Hello.
Hello. It's a good thing you have your workshop nearby, huh?
Oh my goodness. Yes.
Because Brico Marché is not open at this time.
There you go.
That's the sound
That's
we
what it
wanted.
should sound like.
Yes. So,
Do you see what I mean?
yeah, totally.
That's how it should be. So that was a little bit annoying. Two things cropped up right at the end of the evening. One, the expanding foam had gone off, whatever, so I had to rush back and get another can. And the second was just as I was finishing doing the expanding foam, I realised I'd forgot to slide in the rebar throughout the entire channel. But I've got an idea, and come Monday, you'll see the solution that I come up with. Hope you enjoyed tonight's vlog, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. Have a lovely weekend.